Clear Flepru National Conference down here in Orlando, Florida at the Rosen Plaza. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the recipients of the 2023 Case of the Year. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Yes, I'm Patrick Walsh, ORC Manager for Kroger, based in the Midwest region.
Detective?
Claudia Olivo, Wilmette Police.
And I'm Tim Lotek with CBS.
That's great. Thanks so much for joining us. You have no idea how much your name gave us trouble.
I know.
Everybody, are you sure it's an O, not an A?
Yep.
I was like, and by the time of it, I was like, I got to meet this woman. I mean, she's caused so much controversy creating presentations. It's not even funny. So congratulations to y'all for winning that Case of the Year award.
Thank you.
Huge, huge leap for you all to shut down that organization, right? $7+ million worth of stolen property. That's incredible. How important is it to you all, to build and work that network, that relationship together as both law enforcement and private sector?
Well, I mean, for me, obviously, Wilmette has been a partner of ours for years. And the partnerships that we have are truly amazing. We work together hand in hand, And law enforcement side, Claudia does all the stuff on the back end too, so she's great at that. And Patrick as well, right? We're always out there working as teams, getting everyone together. But, of all the Chicago organizations that we've worked with in the past, just Wilmette just sticks out for us because of their partnerships, which is huge for us.
I agree. Yeah, and I'm very thankful because we are a small department, and we had to rely on these guys a lot for surveillance and anything else, and we do appreciate that. That partnership is very important.
Right, and this was a huge win. I mean, even for such a small community, right?
Yep.
A $7 million fencing operation,
Yep.
theft operation, operating right in your backyard. I mean, was this an eye-opener for you?
Well, this is our second fence, or at least my second fence investigation. So
at this level?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty big. Patrick worked with us in that investigation. So it's something we already know.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
That's really big. And maybe, I don't know, what do the thieves think that, it's Wilmette who's going to touch us?
Right.
Is that what they're thinking? They think it's safe?
Not only Wilmette, I think anywhere in Cook County. Probably.
Oh, yeah? Really? Yeah. That's unfortunate, but, huge win for you all. First time at Clear?
Second.
Yeah, I've been here a couple times as well.
A couple times, yeah. You, first time?
This is my first time. We actually, that case we won a few years ago, before COVID. We won that case, Case of the Year as well. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on round number 2.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
Welcome back to you all. How big is this from a law enforcement and retail investigator perspective? How big is it to come to this conference and get to network with different organizations, different companies, different law enforcement agencies, and build those relationships?
Yeah, I think this is probably the best law enforcement retail conference I've been to. There's a great mix, and we build great partnerships. Obviously, we've got the local ones, but it's nice to come here and kind of catch up with everyone, see everyone. The technology stuff is great as well. A couple of the vendors really helped us with this last case. So law enforcement associates with the headrest cameras, Insurity, Mobile, 3SI, all of them, getting to network with them all and just catch up. It's a nice experience.
Right, and great technologies, and you touched on that a little bit, of all the solution providers and what they bring to the table to help you do your job. I mean, these guys have brought a bunch of gear with them. Have you seen anything really interesting?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been kind of lucky after the last couple of years where, CVS and Kroger were both really diving into technology. So, but Scope Now is fantastic. That's a tool that we're both using. The live view towers, those really help us with that.
Yeah, because so many incidents occur out in that parking lot, right? And having that technology there to support you and your endeavors and to provide the evidence to the detective to do her job, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Insurity was a big one for us this time around. So Patrick had them kind of move into the Nexium package and say, hey, can you build this for us for this purpose? So it's kind of custom built, which I think it was kind of a cool feature here. And it's, I look at it from a safety perspective too, because we're on some bad streets out there, right? But when we got those trackers out, it's taking us from point A to point B. Hey, right?
Yeah,
and
you have the evidence
time,
you need.
money, safety, right? So me and Patrick and Claudia, we all focus on that technology piece because it's just important, and that's where we're at, right?
Right.
So.
Right. And how huge is it that nowadays, especially with different providers, solution providers who provide those SaaS solutions, that they can make those, essentially cutting edge tweaks to their solution to help you do your job?
Yeah, I mean, the Nexium tracker, like Tim said, they custom made it for that investigation. We've used them in several investigations since. And I mean, they made it way within a gram of real Nexium. It's, and that saved us hundreds of hours of surveillance. And confirmed all the things we already knew.
Right.
So it's great. And, I mean, everything, right? Lost like a flock with the license plate readers. 7 years ago, I suggested another retailer, and 7 years ago, license plate readers in your parking lots, it sounded crazy. Like no one was going to spend the money on it. And today, that technology is getting a little bit cheaper, a little bit more accessible. So it's nice to see it be a little bit more available to the industry.
Yeah, this is, I mean, just some of the stuff that's coming out now. I look at it and I look back, almost 20 years at, ORC was then, and everybody was like, what is the ORC? And now, I mean, $7 million discount of Wilmot. What the heck is going on?
So that was the recovery too. So if we looked at the 45 million over 2 years being
Conservatively,
shipped, it was a monster case, right?
Oh yeah.
And like she said on Chainlink, same thing, right? We've had 14 inventory people counting for 2 days, and just a massive endeavor. And like bringing that all together, you have a really good partner.
You do.
Right?
You
and
do.
then we also used other that helped us too. We had Walgreens, Target, and Rite Aid, and we all kind of brought all that stuff together, and it was just it was a textbook how to work together case for us.
And for you all as retailers, as a retail organization, you've got to get these inventory counters. Right? They're not loss prevention people, and you've got to get the buy-in leadership and the different verticals within the organization to come to the table and help sort this in.
Right, and that's part of the plan, right? We continue to do that. Get them and say, hey, this is why we're doing it. Here's the return on that. And just listen, if you're counting $7.4 million, there's no real way to scan it quickly, right? So you got to have those features. So.
And it's a big eye-opener for your shop, right?
Yeah.
Outside of the loss prevention, asset protection, I mean, it's a huge eye-opener for inventory control folks, logistics folks, all those different variables within the organization. And what about the buyers? I mean, these guys are reselling this product. Talk to me a little bit. Do you work with your merchant group and kind of to show them what's going on?
And it's funny you say that, 'cause years in the past we had that seat at the table, but more now, yes, we're talking to different, saying, hey, this is what's going on here. Even talking about, hey, we might share some of the right? But this is our executive director kind of pushing that, right? So it's like, we got to partner with this. Right?
Yeah, this is a true team effort across all, whether it's law enforcement, your boots on the ground, working the case, and we're actually missing an individual who decided that you need to step up and be the face of Will. The W is actually standing outside over here in front of us, but it really brings light to the problem, and then you throw that out to media and get them to take notice of the problem, and make everyone realize. I know we were talking to a couple of solution providers earlier and talking about the solutions they provided, how big the problem really is, and what we're seeing across the country. And 5 years ago, it was like, and literally it wouldn't lead. Now, I mean, you've got major crime cases where it's $45 million. It's really an eye-opener to the consumer, and how it impacts that person, right? Because the product's not on the shelf, you can't sell it, and they have a need for whatever it is, right?
Yeah, so I'm seeing so much momentum now. I think Tim in the industry a long time. I've been doing it for like the last 7 years, doing luxury retail and grocery. But the momentum we're seeing is to us. But is to get this kind of momentum behind us with solution providers intelligible and then the attention, consumers being fed up with it, and also law enforcement taking it seriously, all these orders and bills that are being passed. It's really exciting. It's the perfect storm for us to keep doing these, and hopefully we'll have everyone that.
And so just for us, after doing these, how many contacts do we get? Hey, really, once you have a case, it really pushes it out there. And just to talk about another vendor we have too, because I think it's important to share. So we were looking at a list of, we had Deucer at the time, almost 85% of them were digital trade, which was important for us because of the nature of the case where it's at. We need people that are specifically, and
safety perspective.
Right, and names are just, they're great at what they do, and that's why we all have been using them as a vendor, so to get that out there.
Absolutely. By all means, if you have a solution provider that's doing a great job for you, there's no reason you can't throw a pop at them. And the video works very well. We've done 2 layers. We do have a great solution, training solution to provide, especially, up and comers, right? Even law enforcement officers, upcoming just investigating ranks, to have that training levels is really big. And interfacing somebody that provides that solution, it's really important to see, right? When it comes to this kind of stuff, it's not like you guys are running around, and carrying a gun, and you're the only person. But well, I wanted to once again congratulate you all for winning the case of the year. What's your case of the year? So you're going for a third.
We'll see.
All right. Once again, join. Appreciate the input. Appreciate the feedback. Enjoy the conference this week. Hopefully, you guys make a lot of great connections around the country that can help you in efforts and back.